Hello, it's TuliTuli, and guess what I did today? I completed my goal with 90%. So anybody who has seen my one video that I explained why I keep 90% in my previous videos, that is because those were the 90% that I had partially filled tubes for. So I decided I was going to keep them in my video, and then I got the eagle and I decided I'm going to use the eagle temporarily. Well, today those tubes are completed with a few hiccups. Yes, we all have hiccups, and not actual hiccups, but little bumps in the road, so to say. So, all right, I put a short out. I'm not sure when it was, but it featured, I figured I'd put them in a video too, these lovely keychains. Okay, so this is Morgan 1921, and it's on a keychain. And I think this is so cool. I am actually keeping it on the keychain, but I got this for $17.50. It was at a jewelry store. They half off, so it was labeled 35. I just added this for a visual aid. That pink is the price I paid, and same thing for this 64 Kennedy. I paid $7.50 for it. Now, it wasn't a jewelry store, and the main guy in the jewelry store is the owner, and he does most of the coins, so he's not there all the time. I'm guessing somebody else priced these out because, or he was just like keeping them in the keychain. I don't know, but I'm going to keep them on the keychain. I'm not removing them, and I know everyone has their preference, and when I finish my video, you're going to be like, take that out, and now over $3 in dimes. Maybe I think it was like 32. So I did pick up about $3 in dimes, and so that on top of what I have here filled my tubes and a little extra because today I picked. He had a ton of mercs, and if you're new to stacking, a merc is a Mercury dime. It looks like this. Oops. I want to drop. Don't want to drop another coin. All right, so that's what a Mercury dime looks like if you're new to stacking. So, yeah, I picked up, I wanted $5 in mercs, and he only had 48 of them. Well, 48 means, $4.80. And so I picked up those. I put in 2 Roosevelts, and yeah, and so I actually walked away with a full tube of dimes today. And then he didn't, because I got the mercs at the same place I got the keychains, and I'm building a nice healthy relationship with that shop, that jewelry shop. And then I went to a pawn shop, and they had quarters. I know, it's like he didn't have quarters. Local coin shop number 1 only had dimes. Pawn shop over here, or we'll just say local coin shop number 2, only had quarters, and then 3 only had $half. So yeah, I went to a few different places to finish my goal, and I decided I got everything at 20 times face today, and I thought I better knock this out while I have the opportunity, and I did. I pounced on it, and here we are. I'm filling my tubes. You're watching me. So, yeah. Yay. All right. So, there is my $5 in mercs. I took the rosies out, and they're actually in here. Now, yes, it has red because it's not filled. Well, you could say, well, now you still have partially filled tubes, Tuli. And yes, I do. But it is what it is, and my original goal is complete. Is my new goal going to be filling my partially filled tubes? No, it's not my new goal. Do I know I need $1.30? Yes. And maybe I'll get those, when I check the coin return change when I go to different stores. I am very lucky at finding silver in those and foreign coins. But yeah, I can still find these coin roll hunting and in circulation, and I'll just add them that way. It might take me a little longer, but I'm in no rush. I finished my goal, even though I created a new one for the future. But I said to myself, you know, this is where I'm pivoting in my strategy of stacking. I need to pivot. So I told myself when I start pouring silver, and so I'm content with where I am in my silver stack. And I told myself I'm going to start pouring silver soon. And when I start pouring silver and learning that, then I am going to make a conscious effort to stop stacking silver. And I made that decision and a goal for multiple reasons. And two of them, well, let me share this, because if I buy silver, I want it to be shot. And I didn't want to have to keep track of what silver I bought was shot, what silver was. I just want anything silver was shot. End of story. That goes into pouring and perfecting. I guess nothing's ever perfect, but you know, working on being better than I was the day before at pouring and everything else in life. So I'm not saying I'm not going to go into a local coin shop and say, hey, this piece, I love this piece. I haven't seen this in so long. It's silver. I'm not buying it. Why? Because I said I'm only buying shots. That's not how my game plan is. I'm not going to be so strict that I'm not going to buy it if I find something that I really enjoy or I've been looking for. Because let's face it, every time you're not looking for something is when it appears. When you start searching for stuff, that's when you have a hard time finding it. So yeah, I am going to pause on buying silver. That's 90%, and bullion and coins, and I'm only going to buy silver shot. Now, I have plenty of shot to get me through. So I'm probably not going to be buying shot anytime soon, because I probably bought too much, but you know, I didn't want to I got it at a good price, so I didn't want to have to worry about the fluctuation of spot. I'm going to take advantage of a good deal when I had it, and I bought them out. I went back there a few days later thinking maybe they got more in, and the guy was one of the people that worked there. I asked him, like, oh, do you have any shot? And he was like, no, somebody just bought us out like a few days ago. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm done with my shot buying. But anyways, I completed one goal. I have a new goal, and that's to pour silver. And I have another goal. You can have more than one goal, everybody. And I have another goal, and that is to primarily focus on gold. Now, am I going to buy gold as much as I bought silver? No, it doesn't make practical sense. Now, what size am I going to buy? Well, I personally, I'm not a fan. I do not, in my opinion, like stacking half-ounce gold. So I'm going to either go for 1/10, 1/4, or 1 ounce. It all depends on my financial situation at the time and the price of the piece that I'm buying. Now, I've always wanted a pre-33 gold, and like I eventually am going to get one. And then I had my eye on a Mexican piece of gold, and I eventually will get one of those. I don't know in what order that's going to happen. Gold is more pricey, so I definitely won't be buying it more frequently. All right, so I believe I said something about a hiccup earlier. Well, I had a piece of paper and I wrote down everything I needed to fill my tubes. And you know what? You can write it down and you can read it wrong. I read my paper wrong. I thought I only needed one 50-cent piece to fill my tube. Well, guess what? I actually needed a dollar face to fill my tube. So I am 50 cents shy. And that's where we backtrack to this lovely 64 Kennedy. I could just take it out and have a complete set, a complete tube, but am I? No, I'm not. And that's because I want to keep it on the keychain. But I just had a thought. Are you getting sleepy? You should be feeling sleepy. No? You're like, I'm just dizzy. Stop that already. All right. Well, it made sense in my head because it reminded me of one of those hypnotizing. All right, I'm gonna stay on track here. Put that off to the side. So long story short is I have $9.50 here. And I needed, for the quarters, I needed $2.75. Since I did get those at a pawn shop, I made it easy and I just said, give me $3 face. So I have this lovely quarter here that's off to the side holding, it's my place mark until I get that last 50-cent piece that I can add to my tube to make it complete. So yes, I did not fully complete my goal, but that was user error. So I'll come across a 50-cent piece, probably coin roll hunting or something, and I'll add it in there. Or I'll see one at a coin shop and I will grab one. I'm not too concerned about being short one 90% half dollar. So, but I am really happy that I was able to complete these because I thought it would be a while because I thought that the price on 90% would remain the same, and I took advantage of it going to 20 times face. Also, yeah, so this is my place marker, the red. Yeah. Once I actually fill a tube, I will remove the red from it. It's just a visual aid that I know immediately which ones are not filled, because if I take, this one is broken. I know, I cracked it, but it's still alive and breathing. But, you know, there is a lot of gap in this tube because there's a lot of wear. There's a lot of wear in this one. So, for example, I have, this is another tube. This is quarters. Well, that one in Washington is being stubborn and doesn't want to drop. But, all right, so you can see the wear that these have. Now, if I take out my modern 90% silver that was broken out of proof sets, look at, there's no give on these at all. And I don't know, that's one thing I do like about the modern day ones that are proof, is they are completely full to the brim. And these ones have gaps. So it's hard to tell sometimes if your tubes are full or not. So I mark the ones that are not full, and there's no guessing game. That's why I do it, in case you're new to stacking or you just want to pick my brain about why I do certain things. But yeah, I am excited about switching to gold and putting a halt on silver. All right, so I did pick up something I normally never would, and nor do I recommend it to anybody else, but I did this because of what it said and would be mad at myself. I know myself by now, and to save a headache and having to go back tomorrow, I just said, screw it. I'm grabbing it, and it is a half-gram piece of gold. Now, it says Fort Knox Gold Vault, and considering I am going straight into strictly gold, with the exception of some stuff I buy on channels I support in their auctions, I thought this was appropriate to start my journey strictly gold for the time being. I pivot every once in a while. Your goals can change. You can be mid goal and still pivot and focus on another goal. And then when that one's obtainable, pivot back to your original goal. No one says that you have to have one goal and finish it before moving on. That is a mindset that you create for yourself, but there's nothing wrong with pivoting. Do I want to finish this lovely tube here? Yes. I plan on finishing this one, but whether I find it in circulation or I buy it, it's just gonna, I'll come back to it. And that's how things happen. So that's my video for you today, and I am happy to share that I completed my goal and what my new strategy is. So I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, no matter where you are and when you're watching. Goodbye.